Welcome back, everybody. Lightning ESL. Today we're going a little bit off topic on something I've called Teacher's Diary. I want to talk about certain students in my past, teaching almost 30 years, really stand out. In other words, made a really impact on me and others in the room, and maybe for generations, who knows. Today we're going to talk about Joshua. Now, Joshua was a special student. Special in the sense that, you might say, not so special. Typical students sat at the back of the class. He was like this, head was down, his eyes were open, and you thought he was sleeping, but he wasn't sleeping. Josh was the kind of student, this is going back maybe 10 years or so, that this was an English class, as I've taught English, as you know, many times, upper English class, in other words, college level, and we did a lot of assignments, we did a lot of work, and things like that. That's fine. Group presentations, group work, group assignments in the class, as well as on your own, bring in the class and present. The problem with Joshua, in the sense that he didn't participate. He didn't want to participate, but he always came to the room. He always came to, I'll say it again. He always came to my class, every single class. He stayed the whole class, didn't leave. All right? 7 weeks go by of the semester like normal, and it's midterm time. You give an assignment or a major project, and you find out later how you're doing for that semester. How are you doing, good or bad? So, I talked to this student, that student out in the hallway, privacy. All of a sudden, it was Joshua's turn. He came up to me, sat down in front of me in the hallway. He said, "Mr. Little, I'm sorry I'm not doing that well. Everybody doesn't believe in me, give me up on me. My parents gave up on me. Other teachers gave up on me." I said, "Joshua, I'm not giving up on you. I think you're a diamond in the rough." Joshua goes, "What do you mean diamond in the rough? What does that mean?" Very simple. He said to me, "Mr. Little, I have not handed in assignments. I didn't participate in group work. I'm just sitting back and listening to all this. I didn't say a word because I know it's all true." I said, "Joshua, I believe that you're a very good student, hiding like a diamond in the rough." Joshua said, "What do you mean I'm hiding?" I said, "Joshua, again, you come to my class, every single class, you stay for the whole class. Even though you don't participate orally or physically handing assignments, I know there's something bothering you tremendously." He put his head down like this. He said, "Mr. Little, everybody's been told me the same thing my whole life. I'm no good. I'm a lousy student. I'm a terrible son. My parents tell me this. It's a terrible feeling." I said, "Joshua, you're not my son, but I think you're a diamond in the rough." I said, "Joshua, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. It's midterm right now. It's 7 weeks into the semester." Joshua says, I know. Well, here it is. You want to pass my class, pass midterm? I'm giving you a deadline. Do every assignment necessary. You have 3 weeks to do it. 3 weeks. All right? This is your deadline. Do all 3 assignments I've given to you for the last 7 weeks. This is your deadline date to hand it in time. Hand it in on time. I'll mark it. Totally neutral. And do me a favor. Don't put your name on it. Just hand me a blank assignment. No name on it. I'll know it's yours. All right? Joshua went away. But before he did, Mr. Little, he stood up, "Mr. Little, you're the only person, including my parents and relatives, that told me I mean something. I have value." I said, "Joshua, of course you do. You're a diamond in the rough, not discovered yet." So he left. He did all 3 assignments, due on that particular date, and he handed it in. And one day after I saw this, I said to myself, I don't want to know who's in front of me on the name on the top of the page. I don't want to know who did this. So I covered it with my arm. I didn't see who had this assignment, that assignment, and I marked it all. Marked it all. I did. Totally neutral. I didn't want to know who assignment did this, who assignment did that. No bias or prejudice about this person, that person's work. I did all that. That's right. All 50 students. I did all 50. After all of that was done and done, I didn't know which one was his. I didn't know. I didn't want to know. That's what I'm saying, being neutral. I marked his, I marked hers, I marked his, and so on. I did them all. And I added the marks, put them all into the system, adding the records and system, including Joshua. At the end of the whole thing, he added everything up, and he passed. He got 50.5%. That's right, 50.5%. So weeks go by after the first time of this midterm assessment. Mr. Little, how am I doing? How am I doing? I said, I'm not going to tell you a thing till all these assignments are done and date is over. Date came along, like I mentioned earlier. He handed all these assignments, like I told you before. He did all this, handed it all in. I said, Joshua, you got 50.5%. He went ballistic. In other words, he was livid. He was crying almost in my face. I go, first of all, calm down. I just showed you you are a diamond in the rough. I don't care what anybody else says. You are a diamond in the rough. You might appear you're not interested, but you are attending and your eyes are open. You're not sleeping. All right? I believe in you. I always have. Weeks go by. It's the end of the semester. He did the final exam and so on. He passed 50.5%. But he passed. The moral of the story is do not ever, ever give up on that student or that student, no matter how bad they seem to be to you or others. As I said, just like I told Joshua, you could be a diamond in the rough, undiscovered, unknown yet. But there's a reason why you're not participating. There's a reason. There's a background to the story, of course. And when he told me that nobody believes in him, including his own parents, his own family, other teachers, that's the worst thing a child, boy or girl, can hear. That's the worst. Makes them feel like this, that they can't do nothing. I, for one, I'm not one of those people. That's right. I discovered a diamond in front of me, and I knew it day one. Because he participated in his mind, came to class, every single class, stayed every single class. And there's a reason why he didn't participate. There's a reason why he didn't hand in assignments. And I told you why. Till next time, another Teacher's Diary. Bye-bye.